Have you ever been in a situation where everything seems to be going great in your relationship, but suddenly, out of nowhere, she pulls back? You can feel it. The warmth, the attention, the energy, all of it fades. The calls go unanswered. Texts take hours or even days to get a response. And there you are, wondering what happened. Why is she distant? Why is she suddenly so cold? Let me tell you something, brothers. This happens, and it's normal. The real question is, how do you handle it? In today's video, we're going to talk about psychological resilience and how you, as a man, should respond when a woman becomes distant or gives you the silent treatment. Because, listen, how you react to this situation says a lot about your value. There's a huge difference between the man who panics and the one who stands tall in the face of uncertainty. Today, we'll break it down and show you how to respond like a high-value man. Let's get into it. So, let's first understand what's going on here. When a woman starts acting distant, it could be because of many reasons. Stress at work, personal issues, or maybe she just needs some space. But often, it's not about you. In fact, most of the time, it's not even about the relationship. It's about her own emotional state. But here's the catch. When you feel her pulling away, how you react is crucial. Option 1. You panic. You start texting, calling, trying to get her to respond. You might even apologize for things you haven't done wrong. You feel desperate, like you need her validation to feel okay. You're looking for answers, trying to force something to happen. Option 2. You stay calm. You don't chase. You don't panic. You understand that people need space sometimes, and you respect that. You know that your value doesn't fluctuate based on her mood. You focus on your goals, your growth, your life. And you continue being the high-value man that you are. Now, the difference between these two options lies in your response. A man who panics is a man who is emotionally needy. His sense of worth is tied to her actions. But a high-value man, he knows that he has his own life, his own passions, his own path. He doesn't need to bend or break based on how someone else is feeling. And that's what makes him attractive. Let's take a deeper look at what makes a high-value man. A high-value man understands that he is enough, independent of anyone else's approval. He doesn't get rattled by someone pulling away because he knows his worth isn't defined by external factors. His emotional state isn't controlled by others. When a woman pulls back, it's easy to assume the worst. You might think, she's losing interest, or maybe I did something wrong. But that's the mindset of a man who doesn't have his own center. A high-value man, however, doesn't jump to conclusions. He's aware that there are many factors outside of him that affect her mood. Work stress, personal issues, family drama. And guess what? It's not always about you. But no matter what, he remains calm. Why? Because his self-worth is grounded in himself, not in someone else's attention or approval. This is a crucial distinction. You see, when you stop needing her validation to feel good about yourself, she will actually start respecting you more. Not only will she notice the shift in your energy, but she'll be drawn to the fact that you're a man who isn't swayed by temporary emotional fluctuations. Another important concept when dealing with a woman who is distant is something I like to call mirroring energy. What do I mean by this? When she pulls away, it's easy to chase after her, but that's exactly what you don't want to do. Instead, mirror her energy. If she's distant, you don't need to force the conversation. Don't bombard her with messages or make her feel guilty for pulling back. Instead, match her pace. This doesn't mean you ignore her completely, but you don't overcompensate. If she's cold, don't try to warm her up with excessive affection or attention. Let her come to you. The more you chase, the more you reinforce that her distance is affecting you. The more you stay calm, focus on yourself, and keep moving forward, the more likely she'll respect your space and start coming back. In other words, stay steady. If you're constantly chasing, you're signaling that you're too available, that you need her validation. A high-value man isn't like that. He has his own life, and that's what makes him attractive. Now, let's talk about the most important thing you can do during this time. Focus on your own goals. She's distant? Fine. But you've got your own ambitions, right? Your own life, your own passions. Whether it's work, fitness, or personal development, keep your eyes on the prize. A high-value man doesn't stop what he's doing because of someone else's mood. His mission remains the same. And guess what? When she sees that you're still moving forward with your own life, still pursuing your goals, it's incredibly attractive. Being busy, focused, and driven isn't about ignoring her or playing games. It's about staying true to yourself. It's about maintaining your self-respect, and it's about showing that you don't need her to feel complete. You're a whole person, with or without her. When you focus on your growth and keep improving yourself, you raise your value, not only in her eyes, but in your own eyes. And that's the real key here. Confidence comes from within. When you're a man with a mission, you naturally exude the energy of someone who is self-assured. At the end of the day, when she becomes distant, it's a test. It's a test of your emotional resilience, your self-control, and your confidence. How you react determines how you're perceived, not just by her, but by yourself. A high-value man doesn't panic when things get tough. He understands that life isn't perfect, and neither are relationships. But he knows one thing for sure. His value doesn't change based on external circumstances. It's constant. It's unshakable. And that's what makes him attractive, not just to women, but to everyone around him. So, the next time she pulls back, take a breath. Don't chase. Focus on yourself, your goals, and your own path. Stay grounded, stay calm, and keep moving forward. That's the key to handling any situation, and it's what makes you a high-value man. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you next time.